Hello patrons, how's it going? Greetings from the Beehive on a very hot and humid day here in Massachusetts. I've had a fun day so far. I've spoken to a couple of you on Skype, which has been it's been great catching up with you and getting to know you. And now I'm just doing some work on the Méliès movie A Trip to the Moon, and I'm setting it to Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, giving us a trip to the Moonlight Sonata. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I'm working on at the moment. Now I'm actually working from an old demo that I've done. I recorded all the guitar parts and the backing track and everything. So a lot of all of the actual recording was already done. Which is why I could get it done so quickly. But being a demo, what I did is I just literally recorded 2 full takes of the whole 15 minutes of the piece, and I just slapped them together, and it's a demo, away we go, it works well. But I'm doing a little bit of editing on it now just to make it sound a little less demo-like, and I just wanted to show you what I was up to. So no need to work on the big screen at the moment because I don't need to see the movie, because I know that it fits together, I know it syncs up. And I was working with a backing track, so I'm going to solo this backing track. This is the backing track from the piece. This is all 3 movements of Moonlight Sonata, and I've done kind of a jazz backing, like a jazz band. So we've got some cello in there, some upright bass, some strings, and obviously those jazz style drums. And then on top of that, we've got these 2 guitars here. Just turn that down a little bit so you can hear my voice. So we've got these 2 guitars, 2 guitar tracks, 1 and 2, and they're panned hard left, hard right, exactly the same thing. I'll just take out this, so that's 1 guitar track, that's the other guitar track, and they're playing exactly the same thing. And as I say, I just did a couple of takes for this demo and then put them together. Turn this camera around. I put them together just to fatten out the sound, and this is it's by no means unique, it's by no means new, taking 2 tracks, 2 different takes of exactly the same thing and putting them together. This idea of double tracking has been done since the Beatles, so very often that signature John Lennon vocal sound, and Greg Lake did it all the time as well. Very often when you're hearing John Lennon or Greg Lake singing, there's more than 1 take, and it just fattens out the sound. So instead of, which is just the 1 guitar, you've got the 2 guitars in there. And it just adds texture. It makes it sound a lot fuller. And the same thing can be done using a delay, but then obviously that's just going to be consistent all the time. Obviously the same can be done just turning up the track, turning up the volume of the track, but then you don't get the texture of it being slightly, all of the separate notes happening at different times. So I recorded 2 takes all the way through for this. This first section, the Moonlight Sonata that we know and love. This section is going in the part of the movie where they build the rocket and should I say build the cannon to shoot the projectiles to the moon, and they plan their trip, etc. So then we get to the famous scene where they launch, And this is the second movement, which is here, and it sounds like this. Again, multi-tracked. So this is movement 2 of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, and then we get the third movement, the presto. And again, we've got the 2 tracks in here. Now, I'm just at the moment going through, and you can see here there's a gap in these 2 tracks, and this is because these were the sections where it was in free time. So if you have a listen to, I'll put this back to what it was, and then I'll just hit undo. But if you listen here, these are slightly out of time because it goes to free time. There's no specific timing to what I'm playing here, so they go slightly out because you know, there's no actual tempo, and I'm just improvising the timing at that point. So that'll be out. So you can see they're slightly out of time there. So what I did is I chose one of the takes to go first, and then I chose the other take to go second. And you'll see that we get this kind of question and answer type thing. And actually, what you'll see all these different parts here. This is actually an edit because I preferred this last note. I preferred the last note of this take than I did of this take, so I stole the last note of this take and moved it down here, copied and pasted. The reason being is it just lasted a little bit longer. The note of this take didn't sustain as long. And so I'm just going through here now, and I'm doing the same for all of these. So you'll see it gets even, the timing on at this section gets even more varied. So I'll need to do the question and answer for this section. So this is what it sounds like at the moment. So this is in time. It's going out here. So completely different timing at the end because, as I say, it's free time. So I will be fixing that by simply taking one take and then taking the other and taking the other. And it'll add for a little bit more interesting, oh, sorry, my hand was in the way then, interesting texture. So that's what I've got to do now. Then I'll sync it up to the movie and I shall send that out to you today. All right, looking forward to seeing those people who tune in to the live broadcast today. I'm going to be doing one at 3 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So I hope you can tune in and I'll speak to you soon. All right, thanks, patrons. Bye.